everyone, it's Melody with Design by Melody. I am here today with the second layout that I'm creating with my Ali Edwards story kit for May. It is the reading themed kit. And I'm just flipping through all the cards first of all. Kind of to show you what I have left, but also kind of to get a feel of what I'm doing. So I'm kind of looking through some photos, trying to figure out, okay, well, do I want to use these? And I decide, yeah, pretty quickly, I decide that these are the ones to use. These photos partially include some photos of the, just of some preschool things that were going on, and then one of Ernest outside. Well, he's not in preschool, but outside of the preschool photos. So that's this one of him in his work uniform. He doesn't work there anymore, but it's just kind of funny to capture different points and times in our life. And then the rest of these are from preschool or things that were related to preschool. The bottom ones were, the bottom right photo shows a little Fruit Loop bird feeder that they made at preschool, and then the bottom left is of Kaylin staring at it in the tree, willing a bird to come eat it while he's watching, which birds didn't even eat it when he wasn't watching, but I just thought I'd capture that picture because I just like the picture of him. So I'm going to use this card in the top right that says the next chapter, and I'm going to make it a flip pocket. I'm also going to trim down this one 4x6 card, which you guys might be going, no, because there aren't that many 4x6 cards, but I wanted this read between the lines separate, and I wanted to include another bit of pink as well. So I needed to trim it down to a 3x4 card. I'm also going to fill in with a few cards from the Favorite Things edition, Core Kit edition. Core Kit. Yeah, that's right. Core Kit edition. Whatever. I think that's right. It sounds funny to me for whatever reason. And then, true to my normal style, I am trimming down any 4x6 cards to be able to mat them on white cardstock because I do my photos with a white border. So I like to keep that consistent across any cards that I do in the 4x6 pockets. Now, all the cards in the 3x4 pockets will have rounded corners regardless. They will not have squared corners, and I just like to keep that consistent in my albums. I'm going to pull out these My Little Shoebox Mini Alphas in Butter. That's this color. At least I'm pretty sure that's this color. And I'm just going to cut them down a little bit to make them a little bit more square and a little less rectangular. And so it's going to say the next chapter, he is 4. I am going to talk a little bit in this layout about how he's growing up a bit. Well, I guess it's more implied. I'm not actually writing a whole lot about that. I'll write a little bit about that, but I'm not going to write a whole lot about that. It's more implied because if you look in the photos, the top photos, he has long hair, and the bottom photos, he has short hair because my child decided to cut his hair this month. And so that's kind of more so implied in this story, not necessarily spelled out quite as much, but it is a little bit more of an implied story, and that's kind of where I'm pulling in that card that says read between the lines, and that's what I'm referencing in that card. So this, the next chapter card is done, and I just added a final word sticker, and it just says tell your tale, the next story, or the next chapter, and then it says he is 4. And I'll read you a little bit of the journaling here. And I'm putting this on this yellow card, and it's got a little bit of red font at the top that says the story I'm currently telling myself goes something like this. Our boy is transitioning. He is loving learning new things on a daily basis. The museum is one of his favorite places to go. He also has now played on his first sports team, and he got his first real haircut. It's short now for real. No more long curly hair for our little boy. And I didn't tell the fact that he cut it himself, but that's, again, where the read between the lines kind of comes into play. And I'm going to add a chipboard label at the bottom of this card, and what it says is, so totally love this story, and it's in that hot pink color. Again, as I mentioned in the first layout that I did using this Ali Edwards kit, I'm really enjoying the story aspect of these kits. They really kind of prompt you to tell more of the story and less of just what's going on in the photos, but a little bit more of what's going on at that point in your life. And I really like that concept. I really didn't think that it was going to be that big of a deal when I first started working with this kit, but to be honest with you, it really helps to have some sort of, not really thought process, but some sort of like a reminder almost to think a little bit more into the story and less about just the photos. And Ali's kits seem to do that, at least this kit does, and I'm going to assume that the others are the same way. They all have the story sparks like this one had. They also all have the digital classrooms if you are a subscriber to her kit. And then of course the stamp set. I wish I was able to get the stamp set, but it was sold out whenever I purchased this kit, and I didn't want to subscribe because I'm doing my kit review series and I will have different kits each month. So I didn't want to subscribe and get the stamp then the following month and then, you know, review that kit again. So anyways, I think that would be, personally, I think that's definitely valuable in doing. If I were to subscribe to her kits, I most definitely would subscribe to the stamp kit and possibly the embellishment kit or this kit that you're seeing here, but definitely the stamp set, because I feel like that's something that you would be able to use continuously over and over and over and over and over again. And of course, the stamp never runs out. So I think that's probably the most useful one to use. But anyways, back to this layout. I'm pretty much just keeping to the embellishments that are in the kit, trying to see what all I can make work. On this bottom card, I use a large chipboard banner that says a picture is worth 1,000 words. And then I'm going to put bird feeder using my Tim Holtz Ideology Alpha stickers just right on that speech bubble with the pink hearts. Kind of trying to figure out what I want to do next. This one is actually a pretty simple layout. Not a whole lot more is actually going to go on here, but I like the way that it kind of ties in pink into all these really bright colors, and this may not seem to fit all together at the very beginning, but I really like that the way that it all comes together in the end. So I'm creating my flip pocket here at the top. I will go ahead and adhere the top photo to the back of the pink card just for ease of making my flip pocket later. I'm actually out of page protectors at this point, so I don't have like a page protector to alter and make a flip pocket, but I will. Not too long ago, I bought some page protectors and I keep checking at Michael's and they're always sold out, so no rush. I'll just buy them when they have them back in stock. But I always use the Design A page protector, but I sometimes modify it, sometimes add inserts. Of course, I do my 12 by 12 layouts, though I haven't done very many here recently because I've been focusing a lot on pocket pages or project lifestyle pages. But you will see those eventually coming back depending on the kits that I'm working with. So definitely stay tuned. The Project Life spreads seem to be the most popular on my channel, and I really enjoy doing them, so I will definitely continue to do those, but I am going to be incorporating 12 by 12 layouts, of course, as well, because I do scrapbook those as well. Just adding a few little things. I added the word friends to the one photo, and then I'm adding, what does it say? It says two. It just says two on the other one. And this is kind of just two buddies. These are his two besties at school at the time. And I'm sure we'll forget names and stuff later on, but that's not really the important part. The important part is just kind of capturing him with his buddies. I still have two photos at this point that are not mounted on a card, and I will go back and do that right now. I'm just adding a word sticker that says remember this, and then I'm also going to add one to the bottom right of that photo that says favorite. And then on this photo of Ernest, there are not going to be any word stickers at all. It's just going to be mounted on the back of this card. And again, this is the Favorite Things edition. It just had that same kind of turquoise color that matched that banner that says the next chapter. and I just needed something to mount these photos on. It didn't really matter so much what they said. It was more so just the color. I'm going to add a few more little word stickers here and there, and this one on this pink card says the next chapter, and then it says read between the lines, and this will be a great adventure. I'm really liking these word stickers. I find that a lot of them are appropriate in very different ways, like different photos and different stories and different things in Project Life. It's kind of interesting. Even though it's reading themed, it's very appropriate for other things. So this says Once Upon a Time, and then it's going to say So Love Classic with an exclamation point here on this top photo of Ernest and Kaylin. This was on Donuts for Dad Day at school. Since they're not in school at Father's Day, they always do like Donuts for Dad in the earlier part of the year to kind of celebrate Dad without Dad kind of getting shafted and not enjoying a Father's Day gift from the kids. So it's kind of nice that they do that early, and this is just a photo of that day. I'm just going to add bird feeder here, and this is pretty much going to finish this layout. If you'd like to see more still photos of this layout and a little bit more information, go check out my blog. I always do a coordinating blog post with these layouts that I do here on my channel. But subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and if you'd like to get the regular updates from my channel. I try to post on a regular basis, but it seems to be that my life has been quite crazy over the last couple months, and so I try to post as often as I can. Usually I shoot for about 3 times a week, if not more. So anyways, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you guys have a great afternoon. Bye!